Hi everyone, just a quick chat, quick video. I had a conversation last week with one of our the Inner Circle members. So it's a mentoring program for leaders who are implementing restorative practices. And there was something that she said in that meeting that stuck with me, which was, it's just so nice to have someone to talk to. And we thought, why not provide that for all of you, no matter what role you're in out in schools at the moment. Why not do something about that? So we're going to run 3 chat sessions. So they're online meetings in Zoom, and they're going to be for 3 key groups within schools. And anybody who registers is going to get a free white paper that's going to come along with it. When you register, you can read it beforehand and come along. And at that particular time, we're going to have a chat. We're just going to be someone to talk to, not just with us, but with anybody else who happens to come along as well, who shares your role in schools. So I know that on Thursday, Amy's going to kick it off with Teacher Chat. So Amy, you want to tell us a little bit about what your white paper's about and what you reckon that session will be like?
Yeah, sure. So on Thursday, the 14th, next week at 4 p.m, we'll be having a teacher chat. So that's really just about teachers getting together who are, going back into the classroom and back into the teaching space and wondering what it's going to be like. And I'm sure there are probably a few mixed emotions coming into that space, and you have questions and you're looking for answers, or maybe you're just looking for new ideas because you're ready to kind of tackle this teaching thing as we know it, but maybe it's a little bit different, in a really kind of confident and supportive way. And that's what Teacher Chat will be about. So the white paper, which is titled "It's Teaching but Not as We Know It," is all about the thinking that we need to have as we come back into a classroom, because we know it's not going to be the same. Our students aren't going to be the same. It's almost like starting the school year again. And there are going to be some things that we probably need to chat about in a safe and supportive environment, and with teachers too, I think, across the country who are feeling just as you do. And that's what Teacher Chat is going to be. We're just going to come together, have an informal chat, support each other, lean on each other, and come away with some great ideas, I think, about how we can make this transition back into the classroom a little bit easier and a little bit more confident in how we feel approaching that.
Yeah, I've always said that good teaching is 90% theft.
You
don't need to go and do heaps of PD days.
Not at all.
You got to talk to other teachers and take their ideas, twist them a little bit, make them your own.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. So I'm going to do the principal one, but we realised we had a gap. So Simon, you're going to bring together our country's people who I think in education are in the most interesting position, and that's our assistant principals. We're going to actually do something for our AP network. What are you thinking?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Adam. And look, I think on the back of what Amy's just mentioned there's going to be a number of similarities that we're going to carry into Friday morning. So we'll be kicking off Friday at 9 a.m. for assistant principals. And we know the importance of assistant principal in the setting of a school environment. We know the challenges that are often sitting there for APs. They've got to support their Prin and the leadership team, but they've also got to be the person who supports the teachers who are on the ground and doing the work in the classroom with the students. So really it's about thinking and talking with like-minded APs. Quite often it's an isolated position in school, so hopefully we can just get a little bit more connection happening. It's going to be a white paper that if once you register will come your way. And the white paper is titled "A Post-Crisis Return to School." So it's how to think like a principal and feel like a teacher. So really that's going to be the centre of the discussion. What we want to be able to do is be that glue that binds the school together, and the person who is able to start and think about what's the plan that we can put into place now. We're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about tomorrow, but we're also going to be talking about what will your school look like when we do return? What are the good things that we've seen in isolation and shutdown that we want to carry forward? And what are our old practices that we want to leave behind that we've realised actually weren't that important to us? So it'll be enjoyable. It'll be a great way to connect. Please join me at 9 o'clock next Friday morning.
They're in such an interesting spot, APs, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They've got to be responsible for big picture, which has now completely changed, and they've got to be responsible for coalface, which is now completely all over the shop, and they've got to be responsible for all of that as we graduate back to whatever new normal looks like after. It's so vexed.
Yeah, exactly the case, and it is a challenge. So we just want to make that challenge a little bit easier.
Yeah. So I'm going to do Prin Chat, and that's going to be on Friday morning on the 15th of August it's going to be in the afternoon, Friday afternoon. I told you guys to know your dates. Friday Friday, the 15th of August at 1 p.m. in the Arvo for Prins. I've written a white paper for that we're going to send to you as soon as you register, and it's called the Crisis Capable Principal. And we're going to work through 5 key considerations for leading from the big chair that we think that you'll need to keep in mind to manage in times of uncertainty and transition. So, and I guess what we want to do is to make sure that as you come back, or whatever the new normal is, we get the right things, the right principles, the right priorities in place, and what are the key activities and behaviours that you'll need to deploy to get that done. So that'll be in your hands as soon as you register. And then we're going to get together on the Friday Arvo and just have a chat, because on a Friday Arvo, I'd imagine you're not going to be up for big presentations. We're just going to talk. We're just going to chew the fat. And it excites me because I like talking to principals. So I think I'm going to have a good time doing that. So this has been a quick video just to let you know about those. Somewhere around here, you'll see the registration links. You'll keep seeing them on our socials and through our newsletters between now and when we run our chats. And we're looking forward to chatting. Forgot anything?
Have a great week, and we'll see you next Friday.
See you next week.
Cool.